Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and yesterday, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, the Sims team dropped a trailer for a brand new stuff pack in The Sims 4. This was a complete surprise to majority of the community, mainly because it wasn't in the quarterly teaser. We had no idea that this pack was coming, and there are a lot of feelings around this pack, which I will be going through. Don't you guys worry. We will be talking about all of the controversy around this pack because I do want to address it and I do have my own thoughts and opinions on it. But we're going to do this like a normal trailer video. We're going to watch through it together and then I'm going to go through it a little bit like frame by frame and then kind of give my thoughts and opinions on certain things. So, okay, outfits for cats and dogs. I've already seen that. My first pet stuff. So we have a ton of new objects right here. A new hamster, which kind of looks like a guinea pig. I mean, it kind of looks like a big hamster. That table aquarium is really cool. I've not seen this trailer. This is my first reaction to it with you guys. That is terrifying. Get it away. I do not want it in my game. Stop that. Where the hell do you think you're going? Get out of town. Care for a new pet. Dress your cats and dogs. Okay. Decorate with pet prints. They kind of look adorable, not gonna lie. Oh, look, I'm already subscribed to The Sims. I don't need to do that. Okay, so The Sims 4, my first pet stuff, available March 13th. What are we on now? We are on, I have no idea. I think we're on the 6th, maybe? No, we're on the 7th. Okay, so I have no idea when March 13th is, but it's available soon. The Sims 4, my first pet stuff. Okay, let's go through it like section by section and look at the new things. This looks like a new kind of life vest for a dog, but it's in Brindleton Bay. Are these new? Maybe? I can't tell what came with cats and dogs and what is apparently coming with the stuff pack, which is kind of a negative in itself. This is new, I feel like. See, this is some content shown from the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs expansion pack sold separately. So this was definitely from Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. This was definitely from Cats and Dogs, I think. This is from the new stuff pack. I think this beanbag thing is from the new stuff pack. This is new stuff pack. Okay, the astronaut outfit, that's new. We have not seen that. Do you own the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs? See, I feel like that shouldn't be a question in a stuff pack trailer. And like I said, we're gonna be discussing all the thoughts and opinions on this one because there are a lot of them, but I feel like that shouldn't be part of a trailer, I have to say. Especially for a stuff pack that is completely its own separate thing. I feel like the team shouldn't have to ask that question in a stuff pack trailer. Get ready for more. Which you would assume you'd only be getting more if you own cats and dogs, which is a slight truth. You do get a little bit more if you own cats and dogs. You do still get a lot of new items if you don't own cats and dogs. But I personally feel as if some parts of a stuff pack shouldn't be blocked by a, however much expansion packs are these days, $40, $50. I don't think you should be blocked by a $50 paywall and then have to pay an extra $10 to get your hands on a few more items. But let's continue. Let's see what the team have promised in this trailer. Okay, let's zoom out to this overlook. Okay, so we have a new activity table for the kids, an adorable little rug, new pet beds, which are obviously only going to be available if you have cats and dogs because they're only for cats and dogs, a new single tile desk, which I do like. This pack wraps in nicely with kid stuff and toddler stuff, I'm not gonna lie. It looks very at home in The Sims 4, and it does look like we get some pretty adorable items, I have to say. I'm gonna be honest, it does look like we get a lot of cute new items. I've talked like about this side of the room. We have like hamster decorations, you know, like the tubes that hamsters go down and stuff. Fun fact, every single time I got one of these cages as a child, my hamster died within like 2 days, so maybe don't get one of them. Then we have this light and a height chart, which is pretty adorable. Look at these cute little hamsters. I am going to continue calling this the Stuart Little Stuff pack though. I'm just saying. The hedgehog, okay, cute. I can't remember what this is called. I apologize. I know it's a void critter, and I know I love my void critters, but I don't know them name by name. I do apologize that I cannot remember the name of this animal. And then hamsters, which you can't go in to create a pet. The swatches are already made up for the small animals, so all hamsters have this like speckled cream and white. The rats, I think, are grey. The hedgehogs obviously just look like a standard hedgehog, the one we've just seen, and the void critter animal. So you can't create them in Create a Pet. They all kind of, I think they all look the same. I think they all have that default pattern. And these postcards, I have checked through SimGuru Graham's Twitter. I have found out a lot about this pack. These postcards are actually sent from your hamster when they go on vacation, which is pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty adorable that hamsters can apparently take themselves off onto vacations. If I don't get a hamster or a rat and call it Stuart Little, then I'm not living up to my true brand, really, am I? Although I am disappointed that we can't create them in Create a Sim because, you know, that would be more realistic towards my sim self. But unfortunately, we can't create rats. Oh my goodness, she just got bit on the nose. Your Sims can get infected, I think. They can kind of catch a disease. Then we have a new toy box. Again, only going to be usable if you already own cats and dogs. A new food bowl, this looks like. Only usable if you have cats and dogs. Cat bed, only usable if you have cats and dogs. Those are cute. The little bean bags. A new sofa, which looks pretty awesome. There is definitely kind of a parenthood and kid stuff vibe to this pack. This aquarium is very cool. However, you can't choose to stock it, I don't think. I think it comes already like pre-stocked. Your dog gets onesies, but you have to have cats and dogs for it. Do you see? I see a running theme in this trailer. I'm not gonna lie. Most of this looks like it came with cats and dogs. There's a lot of new outfits, it seems, but again, for cats and dogs. So this is where the negatives start to come in. I have seen a lot of differing opinions. Everyone was very voiced on this stuff pack on Twitter yesterday, which when I first saw this, I was actually on stream and we kind of had this discussion in stream, and I was a little bit more voicing on the fact, well, would you really want this stuff pack if you didn't have cats and dogs? Like, I can kind of see where the team were coming from in that sense. Like, is this really going to be useful to you if you don't own cats and dogs already? Like, I don't think it's a massive ploy to get players to buy cats and dogs and then buy this extra stuff. But looking at it, I feel like that's what it is, unfortunately. And it hurts me to say because you guys know I am extremely fond of The Sims and the team, of course. Like, I've spoken to them in person and I have a lot of respect for the creators of this game. You guys know that. But I think we do need to voice our opinions as a community when we don't like things and we feel as if we are being taken a little bit of advantage for. So I'm gonna voice my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that this trailer reaction was gonna be a little bit different to a lot of trailer reactions that I've done. Obviously, there are new items that if you don't have cats and dogs, you'll be able to use absolutely fine in your game, such as the bookcases, a lot of the decorative items. You can get the new minor pets, hedgehog, rats, hamsters, and the void critter. You can get all 4 of those without owning cats and dogs. And for a stuff pack, that is the new interactable object. When the team creates stuff packs, they like to have one new item that solely focuses on gameplay and adding something new into the game. However, a lot of people feel, well, why couldn't this have been added in cats and dogs? You know, just the cage by itself with those minor animals. And I mean, that's a marketing decision. That's between the teams who work on expansions and work on stuff packs. And I'm not gonna pretend that I know what was going through their heads or anything like that. But it just feels a little bit of a, well, could this have been included? Then dress your cats and dogs. Again, none of these are gonna be available to you if you don't own that expansion pack. So for all of these dressing up items, you have to have the pets in your game, which is really where it hits the nail in the head, because you feel like you're paying money, the full amount of money towards this stuff pack, and yet you can't use all of the content in that stuff pack. It just seems a little bit of a strange one to me. We've seen it with toddlers and kids, but the difference when toddlers and kids were introduced, obviously kids have been in it since base game, and toddlers were introduced as a free patch update. And that free patch included a lot of items that you needed for those toddlers. For example, the potties, a toddler bed, a couple of toddler beds I think, some toys. Everything that the toddlers needed were included in a free patch, and then toddler stuff was just like, oh hey, if you want to branch your game out a little bit more, then feel free to spend £10 on this stuff pack and you can kind of get a little bit more for your toddlers to do. The difference with this being cats and dogs is that you have to pay that initial like $50 or £50 for cats and dogs, and then if you pay £10 for this stuff pack, you're not gonna get everything. Not everything is gonna be accessible to you, which just feels like a little bit of a stab in the back. So guys, that is it for the trailer. As you can see in the small print down here, requires the Sims 4 game sold separately. Obviously, you need the base game to buy stuff packs and expansions and game packs, and all game updates to play. Requires the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs expansion pack sold separately to access all stuff pack content. And I know there's probably gonna be a lot of options without having cats and dogs, but I don't like there being that split in the community for people who don't have cats and dogs and they feel like they're missing out on the same £10 content that other players have got. It just doesn't sit very well with me, and that's really what I wanted to talk about in this trailer. I mean, the stuff looks very cute, don't get me wrong, and I will be doing a review on this pack. I mean, I'm gonna be buying this pack anyway, even if I don't receive early access from EA. I will spend £10 on this pack to review it for you guys so that you guys get to see it and you guys get to make up your own opinions on how you feel about it. But guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry that it was a little bit different. It wasn't usually like my up and peppy, like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this pack. I am excited for it. Like I said, all of the items do look very cute and I probably will get a lot of use out of this pack, but that's also because I am fortunate enough to own cats and dogs, and therefore I can access all of the £10 content that some other players might not be able to access. So I will be doing a full overview like I usually do on Sims 4 stuff packs, and I really do want to hear your thoughts down below. Obviously, don't get rude, don't start calling people names, let's keep it respectable, let's keep it an adult conversation about how we feel about this pack, and let your voices be heard, quite honestly, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and let's get that discussion going down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this pack, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, guys!